Well, there's breaking news just coming in from the national capital. The Supreme Court has refused to hear the JNU student leader Kanhaiya's bail plea, asking him to move to the appropriate court. Ketki Angrej joins me from there, the Supreme Court. Ketki, what did the court's justices say?
Well, in fact, there was an argument put forth by Kanhaiya's lawyers that it's not conducive to hold the trial or to hold even the bail plea in the Patiala House Court, and these are extraordinary circumstances, which is why they're approaching the Supreme Court directly. Now, the Supreme Court actually asked the lawyers that why didn't you go to the High Court first, because that would be procedural. If you can't go to the lower court, then you go to the High Court before coming to the Apex Court. But the lawyers then said that the High Court and the Patiala House Court is in the same vicinity, and because the lawyers are extremely upset, they are actually protesting, they're even indulging in violence against the lawyers of Kanhaiya Kumar. It would not be safe, it would not be a conducive atmosphere in which to be able to appeal and argue for the bail of Kanhaiya Kumar. But the Supreme Court said that we will certainly not ask you to go back to the Patiala House Court, but you should go to the appropriate court for asking for bail, which in this case would be the Delhi High Court. So now the lawyers of Kanhaiya Kumar, after the decision of the Supreme Court, will have to move the Delhi High Court for his bail. Amitoj?
Well, we also understand that the Supreme Court observed and said if we hear the bail plea, the message will go out that other courts are incapable, and this is something that was in a sense expected, wasn't it, Ketki?
Well, that's right. In fact, it was an extraordinary circumstance, which is why the Supreme Court agreed to hear the bail plea in the first place, because normally any bail plea that doesn't go through the lower courts is not heard in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court yesterday, when the bail plea was moved, actually decided to hear it because it did acknowledge the extraordinary circumstances under which the bail application of Kanhaiya Kumar was moved. But at the same time, today when they were hearing the arguments, they also wanted to know the reasons from Kanhaiya Kumar's lawyers as to why they had not gone to the Delhi High Court. And they also feel that it is best if they approach the Delhi High Court first, and if they don't get the relief that they're looking for, then perhaps they can approach the Supreme Court as the last resort. So first, Kanhaiya Kumar's lawyers will have to move the Delhi High Court for his bail plea. This is what has happened today in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court now saying that Kanhaiya Kumar's lawyers will first have to go to the Delhi High Court with their bail application.